Hey everybody, welcome to this special video that we made about the importance of voting in midterms in Jackson County, Oregon. I'm Ren.
I'm Alex.
And I'm Reese.
Together, we're going to be breaking down everything that you need to know about voter turnout in midterms, why it matters, what's happening here locally, and how we can do better.
Some of you guys may be asking, what is voter turnout and why is it so important? Well, voter turnout is simply the percentage of the eligible population who casted a ballot. It's the clearest measure of how engaged our community is in our democracy. Why is this important? Well, midterm elections happen every 4 years, in between presidential races. And even though midterm elections don't get as much hype, they're just as important. Midterm elections determine who controls Congress, state legislators, county commissioners, school boards, local laws, and affecting everything from school funding, road repairs, to housing and public safety. When voter turnout is low, a small percentage of the population controls the opinions for the whole. But when voter turnout is high, our leaders better reflect that by reflecting the full diversity, opinions, needs, priorities of Jackson County. Furthermore, stronger voter participation builds a healthier democracy, gives people a real voice, and leads to fairer decision-making for our families and neighborhoods.
So what does the data actually look like? Let's take a look at the midterm election turnout data in Oregon and Jackson County. According to the official Oregon Secretary of State government website, election data shows that Oregon's statewide voter turnout peaked at 76.74% in 1990 and has gradually decreased over time. In recent years, midterm turnout has remained in the mid to high 60% range, with the most recent 2022 midterm having a 66.9% turnout rate. In Jackson County, an official results summary report for the 2022 midterm showed the turnout being a little less than statewide, sitting at around 65.98%. However, in Oregon, midterm turnout is still lower than presidential election turnout. Statewide turnout reached 78.5% in 2020 and 75.4% in 2024, which is several percentage points higher than midterm elections.
So how do we actually increase voter turnout in Jackson County? Firstly, education is key. Many young people these days don't really understand how much voting directly affects their lives. So places like schools, community groups, and libraries can do more to teach concepts of civil engagement and make voting feel relevant again. Secondly, we need to make voting as simple and easy as possible. The Oregon vote-by-mail system is already great, but adding more ballot boxes, more clear reminders, and keeping online registration simple are great steps to remove barriers. Thirdly, social media and community campaigns can make a massive difference. Short videos, local influencer partnerships, and ballot measures can flood people's feeds with useful information. Kind of like how the rain is flooding our current situation right now. Finally, we need to rebuild that voting really matters by hosting community forums, candidate campaigns, and school programs that show real local impact. This will help people feel that their vote really matters.